For your viewing pleasure, by community demand, I bring you PvP formations.
Under the clear moonlight.
The blooming beauty of the stars.
All systems go.
Rise and cleanse.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Sudo. I have a special treat for you today. We're gonna break down the process of building a team for PvP. We'll dive into the top PvP teams as of the making of this video, breaking down an epic battle from the last Season 1 Eternal Championship that really showcases an epic PvP build. We're also going to showcase some of the top PvP teams in the current Eternal Championship Season 2 that recently completed. And finally, an extra special surprise revealing a new tool that will help you to better analyze your own battles. Before we dive in, I need to give a huge shout out to Agostini and Grimdance from the Discord mod team that I worked with for the making of this video. They helped pick the battles we're going to be reviewing today and much more. If you're not a member of the Hero Clash Discord, I highly recommend it. We help you get to the next level. I put a link to join in the description, so make sure you check it out. PvP formations. Let's dive in. One quick assumption here is that we have all heroes' key abilities and attributes unlocked. It's important to understand what you need unlocked in order for the team to be effective. Typically, when I'm designing a new PvP formation, I start with the damage dealer. You can reference the hero tier ranking guide to find a hero you want to build around. One of the top heroes today being Sophia. Let's build a team around this exceptional hero and break down the speed team. This team goes by many different names: the Sophia team, Trifecta, Exodia team, whatever you want to call it. It's based around speed and high damage. Starting with Sophia, typically you want your damage dealer to be in the back row as most heroes attack the front line. You need Sophia to stay alive and do the killing, so starting her off in position 4, 5, or 6 is usually optimal. I'm gonna throw her in position 5. You need to understand her skills to understand what heroes you want to put around her. The key skill most people build around is Nocturnal Shadow. This is a passive skill that triggers when any enemy hero drops below 60% health. So we need a catalyst. We need a hero that will knock down heroes down to 60% or lower life. Enter Phoenix. Phoenix is great for the speed team because of her pre-combat dive bomb. This randomly drops 7 flame jets on random targets of the enemy team at the start of battle. Build your Phoenix right, and she can easily trigger Sophia's Nocturnal Shadow right at the start of turn 1. I typically run her in position 1 to give her an edge on speed with turn order, and after she attacks, puts up the shield which can deflect most enemy attacks. But you can put her anywhere and still be effective. Next for our speed team comes Geo. I can place Geo anywhere on the field due to him wearing the Van Brace, but for now, let's stick him in the back. But why Geo? You see, Geo has a great passive ability called Follow-Up Attack, which triggers when any enemy hero dies. Build him right, and he becomes the next catalyst for Sophia. So the combo is Phoenix Dive Bomb, trigger Sophia, Sophia kills the target, trigger Geo, Geo knocks down another random enemy down below 60%, trigger Sophia, Sophia kills the next hero, and the pattern repeats until all enemies are dead, or Sophia runs out of nocturnal stacks. So who do we add next? It's important to surround the heroes with sufficient support and skills that will promote our objective. Well, the theme here is speed and heavy damage. We want to ensure our team attacks hard and triggers first. So we want a support hero that will buff our setup. Enter Valkyrie. Now, if you don't have Valkyrie, that's okay. Avilia does the same exact thing. She's just a slightly weaker version. With Valkyrie and Avilia's skills, they increase the speed and attack of all heroes at the start of battle. This is a no-brainer for a speed team, an easy add to our formation. Valkyrie's other skill, Battle Mark, increases her stats as allies in the same row are attacked, so it makes sense to keep her in the front row, as that's where the majority of attacks land. What other hero could we add to this lineup that supports our objective? Enter God of Souls. God of Souls has an awesome debuff skill that lowers the enemy's speed and attack at the start of battle. He also gains HP and has a chance to silence enemies, helping with survivability. I add him mainly to lower the enemy's speed and attack to help ensure my Phoenix Sophia Geo combo is faster than the enemy's. Now with God of Souls having the Abyss Wings, this further amplifies the speed, attack, and armor reduction of the fastest 3 heroes on the enemy team. And I have the Rampart talent on him, so let's put him in the back to give my Sophia and Geo a shield and increase the survivability of my back row. I know Rampart says column, however, this is a typo on the Rampart talent. It actually applies the effect to the heroes in the same row, so keep that in mind. Next, who else can we add to boost this team dynamic? Selena. Now, Selena does a couple things to amplify this team. One, she gives every hero a get out of death pass one time on turn 1. And wearing the Dragon Scale, she can put Sophia to max energy, allowing her to fire off Spirit of Ripples in turn 1, essentially hitting all enemies and gaining 5 additional attacks of Nocturnal Shadow. This helps prevent Sophia from running out of Nocturnal stacks, getting more hits in to wipe the enemy. Now our formation is complete. If I need to, I can make some adjustments here. For example, I have Holy Wings on Valkyrie and Abyss Wings on God of Souls. Abyss Wings overrides Holy Wings, so the debuff effects of Holy Wings don't apply, but the dodge is still nice. If I'm setting up multiple teams and not just one, I'd likely swap the wings on Valkyrie to another team to reduce enemy speed and attack for that other team, and put something like Angel Headband, or Spirit Song Necklace, or Eternal Cloak to increase survivability. But I want something that's going to improve my chances of triggering that Phoenix Sophia Geo combo. So let's add Holy Horn. This will increase my Phoenix armor pen and attack, thus increasing the chances that my Phoenix hits hard enough at the start of battle to get the Sophia combo going. Now there are many other ways to set this team up. It all depends on the enemy you're up against and what you have to counter. But the focus is always the same, getting Sophia to wipe out as many heroes as possible as quickly as possible. You could combo with other damage dealers like Sparta, Olila, Avi, and Porcy, but the centerpiece of this formation is Sophia. It's critical to ensure your heroes are built correctly for their function and optimal performance based on the gear and equipment you have available. If you want help with your hero and team setups, pop in the Discord, we're always willing to help out. Top PvP teams. Let's look at the other top PvP builds found in the wild. At the recording of this video, we have the following team formations: Sophia team, Porcy team, Sparta team, Olila team, God Voider team, Avi team. For this first real world team formation review, I want to again shout out Grimdance. Grimdance found this battle and put together a really nice breakdown of the keys to success for this matchup. He also handpicked all the battles we will be reviewing today, and Agostini, Grim, and myself analyzed them together. Working together makes us all better players and continues to push the boundaries of what's possible in Hero Clash. The Avi team. So this was in Zone 3, Dan versus Camp, Fight 2 from Season 1. This is an example of a correct use of Silsa and Firefox. It touches a couple of principles in PvP fights. 1. Kill the enemy offense before it kills you. Firefox is positioned against the main enemy damage dealer Sparta. The second point, reduce the impact of enemy offense by using crowd control, high defense, dodge, block, and correct positioning. Silsa happens to be positioned on the perfect attack path of Sparta and entangles 5 enemies. The third key, put heroes that synergize well together. Firefox can support other damage dealers. Phoenix, in this particular case, provides 25% more damage to the enemy front row. Ruth plus Avilia plus Phoenix can support Firefox. Ruth and Avilia hit 3 targets in the front row, each adding 3 stacks to Firefox. Phoenix randomly hits multiple targets and each lands on the front row and adds a stack to Firefox. Despite bad luck in this battle, Avilia getting stunned, Phoenix hit only 1 target in the front row with Flame Spiral. Firefox still gathers 10 stacks. Andrew boosts the damage reduction and attack of all allies. Ruth sharing damage received by Firefox and Phoenix. Avilia's speed and attack boost. There's no half measures with this formation. They committed to their strategy, and that's key when you're creating PvP formations. In this fight, Camp deployed 3 heroes that can crowd control enemy units, or CC, Silsa, Andrew, and Ruth. CC being chance-based is unreliable in PvP, so having only 1 hero wouldn't have the same impact. Camp made his bet on Firefox and supported it by adding 3 heroes that would increase her stack count greatly. In the first turn alone, the potential is 3 from Ruth, 3 from Avilia, and 1 to 9 from Phoenix. Sophia team. For our next battle, this was an extremely exciting matchup and showcases 2 Sophia teams, the determining battle for Eternal Champion of Zone 1. So this battle against C, I have so much respect for, hands down one of the best, if not the best player in Hero Clash right now. It's an honor to get to play with him, and it's an honor having him in the Union and working together. In this matchup, it could have gone either way. The RNG of Phoenix dive bombs, each targeting Sophia's, made this quick. If either would have focused other heroes, it would have been a totally different outcome. With both Sophias targeted, C got me with the speed of his Sophia being slightly faster than mine. Sparta team. This matchup, Mr. Sam vs. Hood, Zone 3 final. Sparta team could also be called a speed team, as you want to trigger Sparta's ultimate as quickly as possible and as many times as possible. This requires your twins to be faster than the opponent's DDs and your Sparta to be built well. Throwing Moth in the mix here had some really good RNG, as Sam shut down the opponent's Sparta quickly, which ultimated in an easy win. Horsey team. Ozzyman versus Germinfect, Zone 6 final. Horsey is just so overpowered. Wait, is it Horsey or Porse? I don't know. Horsey is just so overpowered, it's insane. If built correctly, the Horsey team should be unbeatable within the current meta. However, there are some new heroes coming that will change that, so be ready. Most people are running Porce, Natalie, Padilla in the back row with a mix of heavy tanks in the front row. This is mainly because Porce takes some time to get going and you don't want the speed team comboing off, shutting down Porce quickly. Interesting choice here by Germanfect, putting Sophia in the front row. While Sophia can be tanky with Moonlight Ripple's ability to prevent fatal damage and dump nocturnal stacks, hopefully killing multiple enemies, you typically don't want to be in this position, especially against a Porce team with all the high damage reduction and tankiness. I think the idea here was to have Goddess of Life revive Sophia, but RNG was not on Germanfect's side in this battle, with Dream and Fagin taking the revives. The other thing I don't like about this combo, besides the RNG factor, is that it's easily shut down by using God of Souls. Porce makes quick work of this team, one by one, knocking them down. And that's a wrap. Oh Lila team. Another showcase of Sudo vs C in the Zone 1 final. Lila is one of my favorite heroes and for a while has been pretty epic. This setup is very much comparable to the Sparta Twins combo as it uses the same main support pieces. Unfortunately, her ultimate attack does not scale well with the future meta because it's only a single attack. I recently proposed an enhancement for her to help her not fall out of the meta. Let's hope Hero Clash accepts my proposal. If you want more details, let me know in the comments below. the God Voider meme team. This matchup showcases Fenretinide versus Randleman. This battle is Fen's full God Voider team against Randleman. I'd say this is a nice God of Rebirth team, though she's mainly used in PvE battles, and this team is extremely expensive to make. It's really fun to see though, that's for sure. Domination. Have you ever wondered, what the f are all the icons above the heroes' heads during battle? Well, I have some exciting news for you today. Behold, the Hero Clash icon matrix. I have a link in the description just for you. Go to the bottom and click on the second tab to find reference for every status icon in the game. This will help you understand what effects are happening, making it easier to break down your battles. Use it to understand how you won or lost a particular battle, and more easily pick up on what artifacts or skills determines the outcome. My way of saying thank you for your support. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking through to the end. Again, huge shout out to Grimdance and Agostini for helping me put this video together. Until next time, Sudo out.